Alright guys, happy Star Wars Day, even though you won't get this for a couple of days time. Another one for you with tomatoes. It can be long leggy tomatoes, but it's a good trick to do with all tomatoes if you want to plant them outside or in the greenhouse bed. Now I don't normally do this, but I'm going to show you how to do it. Right, the tomatoes I'm going to do it with are called Red Alert. They're a bush tomato, that's a determinate. So all the fruits come at the same time, set at the same time, and they ripen within 1 or 2 weeks of each other. Not very popular in the UK, bush tomatoes, because there's always a glut of them, you know. But me, I don't care, I cook with them, so yeah. Right, I'll show you what I'm doing. Right, here's the 3 plants we're going to use. Like I say, Red Alert, bush tomato. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to plant 2 by the trench method and 1 by the normal method. Now I've got a Silver Grow peat-free planter for organic sowing. Shake the planter, I've done all this, it's all quite loose inside. So I'm going to put a couple of slits in for the drainage, just a couple. I don't want, as you know, tomatoes like a bit of water. So. And the reason I'm using a bush tomato for this is I don't want to have to stake the bag. I haven't got any proper, you know, those things that go under the bag. I haven't got any. So don't normally use grow bags. I normally use hydroponics. So can always cut some later. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to plant 2 by the trench method and 1 normally. It says here, tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, courgettes, 1 to 3. Tell you what I'll do, I'm going to put the normal one there, and the 2 to go on their sides will go like this. Okay, so what I need to do is cut some funny holes here. And try and work out how to do this, because I'm going to have to cut some slits in it. Yeah, so put this one in the normal place. And don't cut the hole out, just cut across like that and tuck it underneath, it's the easiest way. And you get a strong hole then. So that's 1. Now these 2, let's get those out of the way a second. So 1 there, but we want a nice hole there to get in, and we want a slot up to there and a ridge. So what I'm going to do, we're across there. I'm going to plant a line back there. A bit small that actually. Oops. I'll do that one first. That's going to be the easiest one to do, isn't it? There we go. Let's take a bit out. Not bad looking compost actually. Got this from my allotment garden centre, if you want to call it that. Right, so we're nearly down to over halfway down to the bottom of the bag anyway. Right. So, now what I'm going to do then, I'm going to take all the leaves off the bottom. All of them, be quite brutal. All the leaves, all the side shoots. And we're just up to there, that'll do. And as you know, all these little hairs will form adventitious roots. Adventitious, yeah, that's the word, isn't it? So we lay that in there, looking for the sun, like that. Cover it back over. So that was the long one, that's a short one. Normal sowing for this one, normal planting. Just take off the dead leaves at the bottom. There we are. Well, there we are then, all watered in. I'll be interested to see how these do fare. Like you'd normally do this in the open soil rather than in a grow bag, but I don't see why you shouldn't do it in a grow bag. We've now got, well, what's that, 12 inches of roots instead of a little 3-inch cube which is going to grow. Yeah. I'll tell you what, that's quite good compost as well. Well, I hope you enjoyed that one, guys. I suspect it's going to raise a few questions, and one of them being, why can't you plant it deeper?
Hey Diggy, why can't you just plant the root ball deeper?
Well, the reason you can't plant it too deep is that tomatoes like warmish roots. So the deeper you plant them, the colder the roots are going to be at the bottom. Not good. Affects the yield. So by laying them down flat, all the roots are at the same temperature, 2 or 3 inches from the surface. Bob's your uncle. Another good little tip as well is when you bury them in your trench, in the soil, or in your grow bag, put the root ball south and the plant towards the north end so that the sun is always shining on the roots. If you put the plant first and then the roots, they'll be in the shade a little bit, so you'll have colder roots.